Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josh, and today we're doing a video unlike any other video we have ever done before. Today we are about to embark on an epic summer road trip, and guess what? I am bringing you guys with me. I have been getting so many requests to my email and in the comments from all of you about doing more kind of like day in the life, lifestyle, vlog type videos, and I gotta tell you guys right up front, that is so outside of my wheelhouse and my area of expertise. But just like anytime you guys ever ask for a video from me, I will always do my best to deliver. And I thought, what better thing and time to, bring you along with me, come with me, then on an epic road trip. And that is what we are about to do today. So let me give you the lay of the land and the plan of what's going on and the adventure that you and I are going to be going on together over the next few weeks. So the plan is to start here in our home in Austin, Texas. We're going to drive to West Texas to a small town called Marfa. From there, we'll head up to Santa Fe, New Mexico for a few days. After that, we'll go into Utah and do everything that Utah has to offer, from the Red Rocks of Moab to Salt Lake City, then to Park City, and from Park City we'll actually go up into Wyoming to cross the Rocky Mountains and the Continental Divide before coming down into Denver, Colorado. In Denver, of course, we'll see all that the Rocky Mountains and the Front Range has to offer, and from Denver, we'll actually come back into Texas from the north, and our last stop is going to be Amarillo, Texas, where we'll do some of the Texas canyons and mountains that exist in that region. And finally, after Amarillo, we'll come back down to our home here in Austin. But the best part of this is that you guys are coming with us. John and I are so excited to have you along for the adventure in our GX. We have not gotten to take this wonderful little car on a long road trip, do some proper land cruising in our Land Cruiser. And that is what we're going to be doing, about 4,000 miles over the next 3 weeks in this GX with you guys and us all together out on the open road. So go call out of work and pack your bags, because I'm taking you on an epic summer road trip. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the open road. We are setting out on our epic summer adventure. I am so excited that the day is finally here, and that you all are coming with us, and that we're actually on the road. It has been quite a while, I think, like probably since before COVID, maybe 2019, since John and I last did a big, like, weeks-long kind of road trip. And we've been wanting to do one ever since we did the last one, but then the pandemic happened, and then after that we were doing more kind of airplane to different states and countries type travel. So we haven't been able to get out on the road for, like 2 to 3 weeks the way that we are on this trip. So much to see. I'm so excited to have you with us. And yeah, welcome to the GX. Get comfortable, and yeah, I'll bring you along in everything that we see. So as some of you all know, I don't daily drive this car, so as it sits, we've got about 3,200 miles on it, and we are probably going to double that, if not more, on this trip, because we're thinking by the time we get home we will have about 7,000 miles on the GX, so that's good. And hello, there's a 4Runner TRD Sport. I've heard from, at this point, probably 4 or 5 of you who have recently bought a new 4Runner because you wanted one of those before they go away forever with the V6 and the legendary old body style. So for any of you who bought one of those, congratulations, hold on to it forever, as we will be doing with this GX. Hello everyone and welcome to Marfa. I know you can't see much of Marfa right now because we're just standing in our hotel room. We just got in. We'll see more of the city tomorrow, or the town tomorrow. But in the meantime, I wanted to pop on here and just really quickly tell you about our drive in. I have been just absolutely amazed, you guys, at how well the GX did on our drive today, because it's just such a wonderful road trip car. And this is the first time that we've done a long, like 7 or 8 hour day on the road in the GX. And could not have asked for a better road trip companion with the GX. It is absolutely outstanding, and I can't wait for the rest of this trip to spend more time and more of these days on the road with the GX. All right, guys, here is our hotel room. We are staying at the Hotel St. George here in Marfa, Texas. A beautiful artisanal, style hotel. With really beautiful finishings, really beautiful, really comfortable rooms. Check this out. We've got a Lavazza coffee maker and a really nicely stocked mini bar. Just really beautiful appointments in this hotel in the middle of nowhere. And let me take you into the bathroom here and show you. We even have Aesop soaps and toiletries here in the room. I mean, I wasn't expecting this in this hotel, because this is not, a 5-star hotel. This is like a 3-star, hotel in the middle of nowhere, but like really beautifully done place. I'm honestly so impressed. I was a little bit worried, I have to be honest, about what we'd find when we got here, because the website looks beautiful, but upon arriving, like beautiful, huge marble working area here, really comfortable bed, just really nicely appointed room. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our first full day of this great big adventure. We have woken up in Marfa, and today is we've got one full day here, and that is today. So we're going to cram a bunch of stuff into today. We're going to go and see the Chinati Foundation, see all of Donald Judd's works, and then we're going to wander around this amazing, funky little town, because there's so much interesting stuff to see here. All right, guys, here we are exploring Marfa. The first thing we have to do this morning is pop into the drugstore, because I forgot my deodorant and I need a few other things from there. And there are no chains in this town, so no CVS, Walgreens, Burger King, McDonald's, whatever. All small businesses, which is really cool, because we get to patronize local businesses and keep this wonderful little town afloat. Alright, guys, well, the department store was closed, so we're just going to hop in the car and head out to the Chinati Foundation, where we'll see all of Donald Judd's works. And I guess we'll just have to find something when we hit the road to El Paso or Santa Fe. So, yeah. Here's the thing about this place. A lot of what's in Marfa is art, and when it comes to photography and videography, a lot of places will ask you not to take photography or do anything like that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to show you anything here, but definitely Google Donald Judd and the Chinati Foundation when you're done watching this video for more information, and to kind of see why we're here, why this is important, and a lot of the stuff that we're going to see that I just won't be able to show you here in this video. So we're going to go ahead on inside, and I will leave you to it to Google. Okay, so I thought there was no photography or videography at all, but we can actually take photos and whatnot through the windows. so I'll probably try to get some of that. But what a cool place. Alright guys, well here we are back in downtown Marfa. The Chinati Foundation was so much fun. I'm so glad we got to go there and see everything. I have to do some Googling about how much I can show on YouTube, even if it's not, you know, for commercial purposes. So I'm gonna look into that. So depending on what you just saw in the video, that will have been determined by what I felt comfortable sharing. So anyway, now we're gonna be wandering around downtown. I'm looking for just kind of like, you know, some souvenirs from this wonderfully weird little town. There's a few places here that were recommended to us, so we're gonna go check them out, see what we can see, and enjoy the rest of our day in this quirky little town. Guys, well, we are back at the hotel. It has been an incredibly fun and just kind of crazy day here in this random little town in the middle of nowhere. I'm so glad we stopped through on this trip. But I think a day was about the right amount of time. I'm glad we didn't decide to spend, you know, 3 days or a week here, because I think you run out of things to do after about a day. So it is getting on about 4 o'clock here in the afternoon, so we're going to relax a little bit and then head back down to the hotel restaurant for dinner. And then tomorrow morning, bright and early, we will be back on the road in the GX heading to Santa Fe. Good morning, everyone. Wow, you can really see it is bright and early in the morning. The sun is just coming up here. Let me see if I can show you here out the window. Like, it is about 7:30 and the sun is just rising here in West Texas. But we've been up for about an hour. We're getting ourselves packed up because today we are headed to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we wanted to get an early start. So while we get our things packed up, go get your things packed up, and in a bit we will be hitting the road. If you've ever wondered who comes to Marfa, it's the Porsche people. Check out this beautiful 911. Oh my gosh. Not the color I would get it in, but I love the 911 so much. And yeah, what a beauty. All right, guys, here we go. Getting ready for another day on the road in the GX, and check it out. There's a GT350 parked next to us. And again, it's just so funny because driving out the hours and hours to Marfa, you don't see any of these kind of cars, and then you get to Marfa and all of a sudden, here they are. So yeah, there's also a Tesla out here, which I have no idea how they got out here to, you know, with charging and all that. because we're way kind of off the beaten path here. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day on the road. Check this out. Let me turn the camera around here. Look at this amazing day in the desert. I mean, there's nothing around for miles. We've got a beautiful blue sky. The sun is just rising back there over the desert. What an amazing day this is going to be. Now, before we leave this region entirely, we're going to do one final bucket list type stop for me, and it's called Prada Marfa. So let me turn the camera around again, and can you see this here? Prada Marfa, 23 miles away. So Prada Marfa is this random art installation that sits on the side of the road. I wanted to see this thing for like 15 years at least. So super excited to get there and see that and bring you along. All right, guys, here we are. Behind me is Prada Marfa. I can't even believe we are here. So really quickly, the story behind Prada Marfa, let me turn you back around so you can see what's going on here. Really quickly, the story behind Prada Marfa is, this is a kind of environmental art installation. So obviously not a real Prada boutique, because we are quite literally in the middle of nowhere right now. But the idea of this was originally to kind of mock almost the consumerism and capitalism of, you know, big brands and big corporate and all this kind of thing by having this installation sitting in the middle of the desert. Now, the cool thing about Prada Marfa is actually that you can see they're using the Prada trademark, and if we get closer here, like, there is actual Prada product in this store, and this comes from the 2005 collection that Miuccia Prada actually gave and gifted this installation, which was created by Elm Green and Dragset. And you can see it's just so fascinating. Like, it's surreal for me because I've seen this in pictures for decades. Prada Marfa. Absolutely love it. So glad we got to see it. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our second stop of this great big adventure. We made it to Santa Fe. We just checked into our hotel. We're staying outside of the city at a place called Buffalo Thunder. It's about 15 miles or so north of kind of Old Town Santa Fe. We like it out here because it's a little bit quieter, a little bit easier to get in and out of in terms of, you know, driving in a car and things like that. We have stayed here once before, the last time we came to Santa Fe, and really enjoyed it. There's a lot to do here at the property. It's an Indian casino resort. So there's a spa, there's a small casino downstairs, lots of dining, a really nice pool, all the kind of stuff that you just really can't get like in Old Town proper. So yeah, let's do a quick room tour, and then we'll figure out kind of what the plan is and maybe what we're doing for dinner. All right, guys, here we go. This is just a standard room, I think. Here's the bathroom. Everything in Santa Fe has this kind of general style to it, even as you saw in the lobby. I really like these floor tiles, though, and just sort of the detailing around this room. Totally different from the hotel in Marfa, totally different from everywhere else will be as well. We're actually on a reservation right now. I'll put the name here in the video because I'm not going to try to pronounce it and get it wrong. But you can see, I mean, Santa Fe's got such a rich history to it that it's not my, like the general style and architecture and kind of the just the overall aesthetic of Santa Fe is not really my thing, but I can absolutely respect it. I think it's beautiful. And let me show you outside. We have a full balcony as well as a really funky looking fireplace. It's kind of a shame that it's too hot to use it right now, because I imagine in the wintertime that would be really, really nice. But let me go ahead and take you all outside and show you the rest of the resort, because the rest of the resort buildings here are just the coolest things you've ever seen. Alright guys, check it out. So we have, this is our balcony here. Really beautiful kind of place. They've got little clay pots everywhere. It's like the cutest thing. It looks like a video game or something. See those? And they're kind of all dotted along the roof line there. But this is one side of the resort. And you can see the architecture here. Again, it's like so funky, that kind of Adobe style, Pueblo style. I hesitate to call it Pueblo because I'm sure this is not the architecture here in Santa Fe. I'm sure is not fully authentic, but still, such a quaint little town. Wonderful styling. I love how everything is that Adobe clay color. And we have a beautiful courtyard here, and then on the other side, so if you kind of go across the way out through the lobby that way, is they've got a huge pool here as well. Hey guys, so it is just after 8 o'clock in the evening, and the sun is setting here over beautiful Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I just wanted to show you the amazing view and all these beautiful dunes and little foothills kind of turning a golden brown in the evening light. Isn't that beautiful? And look at this clear blue sky. I think that's a chapel down there as well. Absolutely beautiful. We had a great dinner here at the hotel. And yeah, I just really wanted to show you guys the scenery here. And I can't wait to wake up to this tomorrow and see what it'll look like in the morning light. So for now, going to be bidding you all a wonderful evening and leave you with the beautiful scenery of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Good morning, everyone. We have woken up in Santa Fe. We had a wonderful sleep here in the hotel. I'm starting the morning off here on the balcony because I can. It's about 68 degrees here, which is really, really nice considering that we came from Texas where it's probably about, high 90s and low hundreds. And when we get to Moab, it'll also be pretty hot in the hundreds and 90s. So I am enjoying the time that I can spend outside comfortably on the balcony here while I can. Our time here in Santa Fe is relatively short this time because we're sort of treating this as a stopover on the way to Utah. It kind of worked out nicely that, we were able to hit Marfa in about 7 hours, Santa Fe in 7 hours, and then it's another 6 hours from here to Moab. So, I would have, as much as I would have liked to spend more time here in Santa Fe because it is such a beautiful place steeped in history with so much beautiful artwork and architecture. For this trip, we've only got two and a half weeks left in the trip now, and so we really want to spend as much time in Utah as we can because that's what's new to us. We've been to Santa Fe before. So yeah, stick with me. Let's go, let's finish our coffees and then we'll go out and explore Santa Fe. Well, the sun has come out and it is another bright and beautiful day here in Santa Fe. Check out the blue sky. Just like half an hour ago it was cloudy, but now look at that. Well guys, here we are in Old Town Santa Fe. So we are going to be wandering around. We're going to stop at a place called the Original Trading Post, which I know for any of you who are from here, I'm sure you're rolling your eyes right now because it's probably the most touristy thing ever, but still, I want to look and see what's there. And we'll probably hit a few of the galleries as well. Just like with Marfa, with a lot of the galleries, I probably won't be recording just because it's the artist's artwork that is their proprietary intellectual property. But I'll show you kind of what's going on here on the streets and as we wander around and find lunch. So yeah, let's head on toward the Santa Fe Plaza, and we'll start there. Well guys, we've made it. Let's take a look around town and see what we can find. Hey guys, so we are at a little restaurant called the San Francisco Street Grill here in Santa Fe, and I'm speaking kind of quietly because there's only a few people in here, so it's quiet in general. But check out the view. They sat us by the window, offered to open the window for us as well, and look at how beautiful the day and view is from here. Guys, that was an amazing lunch. You can even see me. That was an amazing lunch. Now we are headed back out to the streets to do a little bit more shopping. So yeah, on to the next stop. Well, good afternoon. I hope the wind noise isn't too bothersome. I'm sitting outside again. This is like my favorite spot. It has become my favorite spot here in Santa Fe. Our terrace outside in the beautiful fresh air. It's just different here. We have some clouds in the sky. It looks like it's going to start to rain here in a bit. But anyway, I just wanted to share. We had a wonderful time in Old Town Santa Fe. I accomplished my mission of buying some Native American pottery. We have one piece from the Hopi tribe, I think is how you pronounce it, one from the Navajo tribe. We have been having such a great trip. I've enjoyed being here so much. I hope you all have as well. And let me see if I can show you. That's the rain that's coming down. But such a great trip. Gonna head inside and let's just kind of relax until we head to dinner. So the rain is coming down pretty hard. That's the GX over there, and I'm actually happy about this because the car has gotten so filthy over the last few days on the road that I'm hoping this rain does enough to wash the car a little bit because it is heinous. Well, it rained enough to leave water spots, which is even probably worse than it was before, but that's okay. And it didn't clear up any of that either. Well, now we've got 3 GXs all traveling together. That one says Sewell, which means it came from a Lexus dealer in Texas. This one's from Westside. Ours is from Austin. And this one looks like it's exactly like mine. Caviar, Premium Plus, silver wheels. So, yeah. Good morning, everyone. If you can even see me, it is a beautiful and sunny day here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The sun out here is like insane. It is so beautiful. The rain and the clouds all left yesterday evening, and we woke up to the most beautiful sunrise and just morning over the New Mexican high plains here this morning. We are headed to Moab, Utah today via Durango, Colorado. So why don't you go ahead and get your stuff packed up, throw it in the GX, and we'll be on our way. Hey guys, so as we're going along, I wanted to point something out that I've really been enjoying over this road trip. So as you know, in the 2023 GX, we have a touchscreen, we have hard buttons for everything, and we have a trackpad. That means that anything you want to do, you can do 3 different ways. So if you want to change, seek track or whatever, mess with your music, you can do that on screen by touching it. You can come down here and use these buttons, or you can also use the trackpad to, move your cursor around as you wish. So 1 way, 2 ways, 3 ways. And if one of these ways fails at any point in this vehicle's lifespan, again, there's generally going to be a fallback. So yeah, I just love my car so much. It's been such a great road trip car, so comfortable, all the things I need, and still a relatively decent infotainment system, all things considered. Now, back to the road. Well guys, we made it finally after a bit of an ordeal on the road with a construction zone that took up like half an hour, or added half an hour to our time. We are here, and this is the Curio Collection by Hilton, HooDoo at Moab. Wow, this is really nice. Okay guys, I have to show you this room. This is absolutely gorgeous. So we ended up in a king suite. So we've got this giant room, and it's really beautifully finished. I honestly wasn't sure what to expect. It looked really nice when we booked this online, like this hotel, but I wasn't sure if it would actually look, as good as the pictures do in real life. But wow, I mean, check this out. We've got a full living area. As you can see, we have a full balcony out there. Living space in here, everything's beautifully appointed. Separate water closet and kind of tub and shower area here. We've already kind of washed up before I started filming this. Look at this giant tub. This is calling my name. Like, hello. So here's the bedroom. Beautiful desk and seating area. Nice looking bed. Does this open up? Okay, so no balcony here, but we have a view of the entire pool terrace. Here's the rest of the resort or hotel, whatever you want to call this. This is just a beautiful oasis in the desert. Look at this pool. Wow. Gorgeous blue skies, beautiful facilities here. Floor to ceiling windows on this side. TV. Look at this room. This is in Moab, in a tiny little town that I, I don't know. In my head, I thought, okay, Moab's going to be more like Roughing It. Maybe that's not right, but wow. I mean, look at this huge room. Beautifully, I mean, and like, I love all the finishings in here too. I love that it's not millennial gray, if you know what that is. Let's take a look at the balcony. Look at these lamps here. Well, we will certainly be, it's hot here in Moab. It's about 100 degrees today. I think 102 is the high. Even still, I will be making full use of this balcony while we are here, because why not, right? How beautiful is this? Wow. So I guess if you come for Easter Jeep Safari, you don't have to rough it. If you stay here at the Curio Collection HooDoo by Hilton. Good morning, everyone. It is way early in the morning, but I happened to look out the window and look what we woke up to this morning. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely stunning. Look at the morning sun on the red rock. I think this is called the Utah Slick Rock. I might have that wrong, but either way, like, check that out. Is this not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Wow. I just can't believe this is right outside our window. I don't know, Utah people, you tell me, is this just normal to see for you, or do you think this is special too? I mean, I think this is pretty damn amazing. So I'm kind of just speechless by this. And this is just the view from our hotel. Like, I can't even imagine what Arches is going to look like today. And spoiler alert, that's what we're doing today. Yeah, check this out. And look at this little one peeking up over here above the building. I mean, it's not little, obviously, but this is just amazing. I don't know if you can hear that from here, but there is nothing more peaceful than the sound of a waterfall in the morning on a beautiful day with a coffee, first thing in the morning. It's like, it's these little things in life that make me so happy. Like, if I one day had a house with a pool with a little water feature like this, and I could sit outside every morning and listen to it, I would be the happiest person on earth. Like, it doesn't take much to make me happy, and that really makes me happy. Well, good morning, everyone. I probably look mildly ridiculous wearing this, but, it's not about fashion on this trip, and this is what I will be wearing to the parks so that I don't get incinerated by the sun. So I apologize that you're going to have to look at this all day long, but it is what it is. So we are about to head out to grab some last minute things, fill up our waters, and then head to the parks. So yeah, let's go. Well guys, we made it to Arches National Park. We are at the visitor center, which is right behind me there. So let's go ahead inside, get our bearings, figure out where we're going to go and what we want to do. And that's where the gift shop is. And I definitely want to get like a pin or a patch or something like that to remember this occasion. So let's head inside. This is so amazing. So guys, we just ran into, or parked next to, this Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. I don't know if you can see the license plate from where I'm standing, but it's all the way from British Columbia. And I was asking the driver how she likes it, and she said it's been really good to them. They tried to get a RAV4 Prime, obviously being from Canada, that wasn't going to happen. So they went with the Outlander PHEV instead. And she said it's been really good to them and they really like it. So that's really cool, because all the PHEVs that we see here, they don't, or all the Outlanders we see, they're not the PHEV, they're the standard 2.4 4-cylinder. So that's pretty cool. And also that they came all the way from British Columbia, Canada. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for us at Arches today. We had an amazing time here. Highly recommend you come to Moab and you come to Arches. So now what I'm going to do is, as we drive out, I'm going to put the GoPro on the windshield and hopefully be able to record the entire drive out of the park in its entirety. Not entirely sure how that's going to work because it's quite hot today, so hopefully the camera doesn't overheat, but we're going to check it out and give it our best shot. So I get told a lot in the comments, especially because I've crapped on the new GX quite a bit. Go buy an LX or, you know, a Wagoneer or whatever. And here's the thing. This is a perfect example of why I don't want one of those. These roads that we're on, these real narrow kind of park trails, the roads that go through the parks, and there have been a lot of different mountain roads and, you know, kind of twisty roads that we've been on this trip. I don't want something that big. And the thing about the GX, the GX 460, is that it was always such a great car because it's this much smaller footprint than a full-size SUV like an LX, a Sequoia, a Wagoneer, Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon, whatever you have. This is a much more drivable car than any of those, and there are a lot of Wagoneers in the park. We've seen probably about like 5 or 6 of them now, and I would not want a car that big. And I don't think you should have to buy a car that's that big to have the kind of body-on-frame luxury that you get in this GX 460 that you no longer get in the GX 550. So yes, I could go and buy an LX or whatever, but I don't want one. I don't want something that big. I want, you know, exactly what we have with this GX 460. Really nice compact footprint, narrow body, you know, really agile and drivable on these kinds of park roads. So yeah, just thought I'd throw that in here. Hey guys, well, I am settling in for the afternoon. We had an amazing day at Arches. So much beauty to see, so many amazing trails to hike. By the time I get home and edit this, I'm sure it'll probably be, I think we were there for like 5 or 6 hours. For this video, I'm probably gonna have to condense it down to like, you know, 5 or 6 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that, but still. The video probably won't scratch the surface of what we did, and what we did didn't really even scratch the surface of what there is to do in Arches. So now it is late-ish in the afternoon. I think it's about 3:30 or so. John is enjoying the tub, and I am out here enjoying, I'm gonna spend every minute that I can here on this balcony because, like, again, look at this view. It's beautiful at sunrise, it's beautiful in the afternoon, it's beautiful in the morning, it's beautiful at sunset. I couldn't imagine a better place to spend time here in Moab than here at the Hilton HooDoo Curio Collection or something like that. We're just going to be camped out here, so you are welcome to stay with me here on the balcony. If you want to grab a tub, that's available as well. Or, you know, you can always head down to the pool because that looks like a ton of fun as well. So yeah, we'll just enjoy the afternoon, and I will talk to you guys later this evening. Well guys, one of our goals for this trip was to find a little American diner, you know, kind of like an old school retro style diner, and we found one here in Moab. This is called the Moab Diner, and it's kind of like your traditional American, almost like Johnny Rockets, but not big and corporate. So this is where we're having dinner because we've heard it's pretty good. Good morning, everyone. As you can tell, I am back out on the balcony enjoying another beautiful Moab sunrise with my beautiful red rocks. I cannot even tell you how beautiful it is here. I won't spend too much time on this today because I probably spent too much time on this yesterday, but I just had to come out and see it again because it is so beautiful. I love these early mornings, these early morning hours, you know, before the world really gets going and before people really start to get up and start their day, and it's just really quiet out, and you can kind of, you know, sit with your thoughts and just enjoy the quiet before the day gets going. Tomorrow is going to be halfway through this trip, which is crazy because in some ways I feel like we just left home. On the other hand, I feel like Marfa was also like a month ago, and I really hope that you've enjoyed, you know, watching and coming along with us. So I am going to continue sitting here enjoying my beautiful Utah sunrise, and I will check in with you guys in a bit when we get ready to head out to Canyonlands National Park. Alright guys, here we are arriving at the visitor center. Let's see what there is to see in here before we set off toward Island in the Sky. So it seems like Canyonlands is really about kind of exploring the terrain and the park in your car, whether that's staying on the roads and going to the overlooks, or if you have, an off-roader and you want to do some of the 4x4 trails. Everywhere you want to go kind of in this park is less about hiking and going on foot, more about being in your vehicle, which I'm not opposed to, because after the day that we had hiking and trekking around Arches, being in the GX for most of today sounds just fine with me. So here is an off-roading GX from a company that looks like it's called Sand and Stars Touring. And I actually really like how they modified the bumper, because it doesn't look like a chop job like so many that you see out there. I think that's really tastefully done. And here is our little stock GX. My little road cruising GX. So, yeah, looks like he's made a friend today. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for us in Canyonlands. We had kind of a short trip here today, but there are a few things that we need to, or want to do, back in town. So we wanted to have the afternoon to do those. One of them being, we saw a car wash, on like a coin-operated kind of car wash on the way into Moab the other evening, and the GX is filthy beyond belief. So I want to stop by and clean it up a little bit, because after this, tomorrow, we are going to Salt Lake City, and for basically the rest of the trip, we're going to be in more metropolitan areas. And so I figured, since we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be staying at a really nice hotel in Park City, that I should try to get the GX a little bit more decent for our return to civilization. So, yeah, we're going to head out of the park, head back into town, do some laundry as well at the hotel, and have kind of a relaxing afternoon. Well, it didn't get everything but it's a heck of a lot cleaner than it was when we started. And thankfully, I don't see any damage from that construction site. I mean, if there was on the front, obviously it wouldn't matter because it's got PPF on it, but even on the door panels, I don't see any major chips or scratches or anything. So that makes me happy, because when we were driving through it, I mean, it sounded like we were driving through a hailstorm. It was bad, and things kept getting kicked up from other cars that were going in the opposite direction and hitting this car, and you could kind of hear like this dink, 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 dink every time one would drive by. But I don't see any damage on our car, which is great. What a wonderful little adventure chariot, isn't it? I mean, I could not have asked for a better car. And I love this thing so much. So let's head inside and figure out the laundry situation. Okay, the desert heat out here is insane in like the best possible way. Sorry, I'm moving out of the sun. Kind of sitting out here and just getting to enjoy the beautiful desert afternoon, listening to everyone in the pool having so much fun, listening to the waterfall down there. I could not have asked for a better place to wrap up our time here in Moab. So yeah, let me show you the pool area and everyone having so much fun down there. All the kids in the water. I'm not going to touch this railing because this railing is probably like 200 degrees at the moment, but look at that. What a beautiful afternoon. I honestly think with everything I love about this hotel and Moab itself, this is probably one of my favorite places we've ever stayed. And not just the hotel, but also the town. It's just such a small, wonderful little town. So many adventures to be had at the different parks in this area, in this region. Great food here, kind of everywhere you look. And just so much natural beauty as well. So, with that said, I think what I'm going to do for this video and for this kind of road trip series is I'm going to end the first video here, because it'll be a nice break, because once we leave Moab to go to Salt Lake City tomorrow, it'll basically be kind of, we've left the desert behind. So, you know, the entire trip up to this point has pretty much been the Texas desert, the New Mexico desert, and the Utah desert, and high plains. And tomorrow when we go to Salt Lake City, we're going to be going kind of further north. It'll get greener. It'll get more lush, especially once we get to Park City and Colorado again, back to Denver. So I'm going to end this one here. This will be kind of the Into the Desert episode, if you will. And come back next week, though, because that's when we will go into the mountains. And there's still so much more to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that this was enjoyable. I'm sure that this is going to get all of 20 views, but that's okay. I'm doing this as much for me, so that we can remember this trip, as I'm doing it for all of you who have asked for, these kind of more vloggy, come with me and do something type videos. I don't know if this was interesting to anyone at all, but I'm gonna put it out there, see what happens. And for those of you who wanted this, I hope that this was what you wanted. I hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much, as always, for supporting the channel, for all your love, all the likes, all the emails as well. And if you have any questions or you want to write in and tell us what we missed or anything like that, you can write an email to the email that you see here on screen. I love getting emails from all of you to my email inbox. It just makes my day whenever I do get one. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart for coming with us on this great adventure. Come back next week, because we're going to Salt Lake City, Park City, Denver, and Amarillo.